Hey, what's up guys, Nick here, welcome back to another video. If you're like me, you're sitting here every single day patiently waiting for Halo coming to PC. Every day I get on my computer, I check Twitter in the hopes that maybe the flight tests are live, or we have some big update about it, or that it's ready to release, and sadly, that is not the case. Last month we heard that we might just get our hands on the initial flight tests for Halo Reach on PC. It is now May 1st, and still we do not have our hands on Halo Reach on PC. We have not yet got to play the greatness that is Halo on PC, and I am very, very upset by this. But yesterday we got a big update from 343 themselves, who acknowledged that yes, it is sad that we have not yet got to play Halo Reach on PC. The project is a massive undertaking. It is a very, very difficult thing to try and do. So in today's video, I'm going to be breaking it down for all of you to kind of let you know where the project is, where it stands, and just how close we are to actually getting to play the game itself. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a like down below, subscribe if you're brand new. I do a lot of Halo content here on the channel. I like to keep you all in the loop with anything and everything Halo related, so if that interests you, this is the #1 place for it. God, I sound like the most generic cheesy channel of all time whenever I say that, but listen, it's true, okay? Just believe me. Before I ramble on too much longer, let's see what 343 have to say about Halo Reach on PC and what work has been done on it. So the overall post that they made was over 4,000 words, so to save you guys having to read all of that, I've read it through about 3 different times. I'm going to pick out the most important parts, I'm going to show them to you in the video, because obviously a video format of this kind of thing is a lot more easy to ingest than reading a massive post on a website. Now the post actually starts off with Halo Reach slotted in with the other games in the main menu. This is an actual in-game screenshot, so seeing Reach in the MCC against the other games looks really, really awesome. It's really awesome to see Halo Reach finally in the MCC in some form, so I'm very excited just by this image. Now it moves on from this image and they start talking to Splash Damage, which is the other team helping 343 make MCC suitable and ready for PC. This is not a port, this is actually the game being built up for PC to make sure it has every feature a PC player would ever want in Halo. So they asked them a pretty general question: how is overall development going? And George Wright from Splash Damage says development is going well with Halo Reach, already in a playable state. However, we have a very high bar for where the game needs to be, so we have a lot more work to do before it's ready to ship. So as you can see there, they're obviously putting a lot of work into this game. It's not just, hey, we'll make it work and we'll throw it out there. They're wanting to make sure it's perfect before they put it in the player's hands. As I said earlier, I'm sad that I've not yet got to play Halo Reach on PC, but I am very, very happy and more than happy for them to take as much time as they need to make sure this game comes out as perfect as it can. We all know how the MCC release on the Xbox went. It wasn't the smoothest thing in the world, so the last thing we need is the PC release to be just the same or even worse than that. So take all the time you need, make sure this is perfect, because it needs to be, alright? It needs to be perfect. They then talk about what is the most challenging aspect about bringing MCC to PC, and obviously with so many different game engines, there's so many games on the MCC, bringing each and every one of them to PC is going to be a very, very hard task. They're currently focusing on Halo Reach, so every game is going to have its own difficulties, but currently they're making their way through Reach. It is making progress, but there are problems popping up that obviously you cannot expect. One thing you have to keep in mind is game development is not a simple thing whatsoever. There are random bugs, there are random issues that pop up mid-development that might completely halt the progress you've made on one side of things. They then go on to ask if there's been any recent accomplishments or milestones that they would want to mention. They answer that with, we are working on a major overhaul to the MCC user interface. We've completed the visual designs for the new system, but the rollout of the new UI will be gradual. It's an incredibly labor-intensive task to replace the old system and have it work alongside the new tech, but it will be worth it. So basically they're completely redoing the UI for the PC version of the MCC to make sure it flows and works properly for a PC title, because you can't just chuck an Xbox game on PC and call it a day. That just will not work. They then go on to talk about what are future milestones for the MCC on PC and stuff they would hope to achieve going forward with the project. Now this actually really, really excites me. They basically said they're working on a progression system for the MCC. Initially, it will be a straightforward and familiar system that allows players to track their Halo gameplay experience and unlock rewards. Our plans for progression are much wider, however. We have a few things up our sleeve that we hope will really engage the whole Halo community. Now this answer really, really interests me, because they're obviously wanting to try and retain players. They can't just chuck the game out there and be like, there you go, Halo on PC, play until your heart's content and you'll never get bored. Gamers these days get bored very, very fast. Fortnite, for example, has their battle pass. That brings people back every single season because there's new stuff to unlock. Now, I don't really see them doing a battle pass for the MCC because I have no idea how it would fit in. There's no weapon skins, there's nothing like that, so I don't know if they could ever do something like this for the MCC, but if they're working on some kind of progression system, something for people to unlock, I don't know if they mean just nameplates or something else for their profile, or maybe armor customization, something like that. That is really, really awesome. That's something I would love to see implemented into the MCC in the future. So if you guys have any ideas of what kind of progression they could add to the MCC that would bring you back to play the game every single day, make sure you drop a comment down below, and maybe we could actually help them along. Maybe some 343 employees could read the comment of this video randomly and maybe get a cool idea. But straight after that, we get a really cool screenshot of a guy playing Halo Reach. I mean, just look at how happy this guy is to be playing Reach on PC. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't incredibly jealous. His eyes says it all. He is staring very intently at that assault rifle. It looks beautiful. It looks absolutely amazing. Also notice that the game is being played on an ultra wide monitor, so seeing Halo Reach on an ultra wide monitor on PC, it's just a beautiful sight. It brings a tear to my eye. So then they go on to talk about the Halo PC pillars. So these are basically the goals that they're trying to achieve with this game, because it's very important they nail down very certain aspects about the game so Halo players get the experience they expect whenever they load this game up for the first time on their PCs. So they talk about the controls a lot, where they want to make it feel as fluid as possible for mouse and keyboard and controller players, because obviously they want to give as many options as they possibly can. They also want to make sure that the UI is as streamlined as it possibly can be for PC players, because obviously having a UI that is very simplistic yet stylized in a way that makes it easy to navigate is very, very key. They also talk about FOV sliders. I am very, very excited to mess around with my field of view on all the different Halo games just to kind of see how crazy I can make them look. This is probably the thing that I am most excited about when it comes to a PC version of Halo 3, for example. They're also getting text chat in there, which is a given for a PC game in 2019, so they're getting all the basics in there to make sure it feels like an actual PC experience and not just an Xbox game put onto your computer. They also talk about 4K plus resolution and native aspect ratio support from 4:3 up to 21.9 ultra wide. So the amount of support, the amount of different options you're going to be able to play on your PC with Halo is going to be absolutely incredible. It's going to be a full Halo PC experience, which is absolutely incredible. They also talk about unlocked frame rates and stuff like that, so this is something that I am very, very keen on, but they have also mentioned that some of the games might not be able to support this, unfortunately. Some of the games are very, very old, so maybe CE can't go past 60 FPS, whereas Halo 4 is a newer game, so it could go unlocked and be whatever frame rate you want. So we're gonna have to wait and see just what games can handle the higher frame rates versus which ones will have to be locked at 60 FPS. Then they go on to show a menu screenshot which shows off the new UI that they're working on for the PC version, so it looks really streamlined. It looks like something that will work great on PC, so I'm excited to see the rest of the menus just to see exactly how they will function on the PC version of the MCC. And then at the very bottom of the page we get met with a screenshot of them actually having a playtest of Halo Reach on PC, so you can see that the FOV is a lot higher than regular Reach. It looks absolutely incredible, and it just gets me even more excited to actually try out the game for myself. But that is basically everything they mentioned in this waypoint post. There's other stuff in there if you feel like doing a bit more reading yourself. Link to it will be in the description down below, but I got most of the important information mentioned here in the video. So hopefully you guys find this interesting. If you're excited about Halo MCC on PC, this is everything we seem to know up to this point. It is on its way. They've ran into some unforeseen issues, but that is game development in a nutshell for you. So they're going to continue working really, really hard on it, and hopefully the flight test will begin very, very soon, but there's no date to be announced unfortunately just yet, but soon TM. That's all we can hope for, just sooner rather than later. But on the bright side, E3 is literally next month, so we hear some Halo Infinite news in just over a month, which is really exciting. So Halo hype is at an all-time high right now, so hopefully all of you guys are excited. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a like. Again, subscribe down below if you want to keep up to date with anything Halo. I would really appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching, love you all, and I'll see you in the next one.